Yo, what's up, chat? Yo, I was not prepared for this stream at all. Let's play some rank.
Take a drive downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from the link.
Man, everybody come out here using the Eagles, bro. Give me a break. Where's my stream?
23, they'll begin first and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play.
You're gonna need to do more than that, sir.
They face second down and 7. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley.
Whoa, where's my defense?
Shot out of a cannon. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30.
What was that?
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
Throw the ball, Hurts.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Get him, get him, get him. Oh, you going to kick the field goal, bro.
Enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 49. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive.
He got 3 chat. It's alright. I ain't worried about him.
I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Why is Sam Darnold again?
Now here's Aaron Jones. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but
What card he's supposed to be in? I know Sam Darnold. Come on, dude.
no gain on the catch.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line.
Sam Darnold is trash.
Around the league.
I need McCarthy.
Resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They run straight ahead with Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The shotgun. It's a throw from McCarthy. And he just does pick.
Man, that play wasn't going nowhere.
Force the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here, just shy of the 20.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands.
All right, good play, good play.
Worst case scenario, you've got to get
you got it
down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick,
what more could you ask for on first down? Nice run.
the illegal offensive line is overpowered.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. A first down throw for Hurts. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Down the left sideline. And he...
Man, that's so stupid.
Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well set up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end.
You got to catch that, bro.
Defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case,
horrible throw.
And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field.
What's up, bro? I'm playing rank. I'm trying to rank up.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs.
Man, ain't nobody worried about no Slade Jr. I put a stop to him. My mic might be turned up too loud. I don't know. All he doing is running his screen.
How fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again? It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to
Man,
rushing
why
the
was
passer.
it open?
And you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision.
And he will get into the end zone.
This Vikings defense is terrible.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Whatever.
That is
Who
second
cares?
touchdown of the afternoon.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to
So
secure
wow,
the
it's
catch.
like nobody's covering him.
It's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great
I'm
job
gonna come
by the
back.
receiver running after he makes the catch.
How now to bring it back?
I got a score in 47
Right
seconds.
down
Though.
the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. So now a timeout
Oh, he
for the
can run a
Vikings.
screen, but I
That
can't.
is
I
their
got him.
first, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, it's Jones.
Hit that block.
Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
God dang.
Blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to bring up third
I'm
down.
like, swear, in that corner. Whoa, whoa.
Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. He manages to get the
I'm out of
throw
timeout.
and completes it. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
We gotta get out of bounds.
Throw on the move is caught.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick six for a touchdown.
But I'm not gonna play Philadelphia though. Not with the Vikings. That was a warm-up game. I don't care. Oh, this bull crap. But I'm 2-2 now. You freaking kidding me? McCarthy needs to be my quarterback, not Sam Darnold. I need a real quarterback. Here we go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the
We're
city
playing the
of
Rams. It's easy,
Angels,
though.
Los Angeles, California. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. On play action, now McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Whatever.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Stafford on the move to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Stephon Gilmore, he was the one defensively there who really blew that play up before it got started. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Throwing is Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
I knew he was
this is
going
going to
to
turn
middle.
into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. They go back to the ground with Williams. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Man, I got Cooper Kupp locked up.
Here's
throw to him.
Stafford. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think he has to be
I
saying
didn't say
to
anything
himself,
about
how did
ditching
that
college
not wind
football,
up a
bro.
touchdown? Remember,
Don't put words
just
in my
need the tip
mouth.
of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up
I need
in
to
great
change the
shape
game, bro.
for
It's like
first
a
and
whole
goal.
different football game.
Williams diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on
I
their
get on
first drive and
college.
finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone.
Oh,
Great
not
way
liar,
to finish
pants on
off
fire,
that
dummy.
drive.
Extra point forthcoming. And his kick is no good.
Kick.
An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
I ain't call you anything
The
but
kickoff unit is
dummy.
out on the field, and they will send this one away.
You a goofy dummy, though.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Dang stupid. All right, bro.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second
Make sure you
quarter.
guys like, comment, and
as they've
subscribe.
got it with a 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
What's up,
Rachel?
Yeah, I'm early.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
Ain't no basketball on.
And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
He might shoot over 12 hours.
McCarthy.
He's open. Give me that.
That is caught. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 49 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
That defense.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
You gonna snap the ball?
Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Card coverage.
Give to Williams, running right.
Card zone coverage. That was
he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Damn. Card zone coverage, bro. I know man coverage. Who runs that? Man, pick a play.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Stafford. Screen play.
Still up.
Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well.
How you doing today, Rachel? You doing
seeing
good?
that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
What?
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Breaks a tackle. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup.
Yo, if Cooper Cup broke that tackle and split out for something, I'm not even gonna lie, chat.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, Puka Nacua, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Come
the
on,
Rams
get the ball
team
off.
on the
Get
field,
this over
and
with.
here we go with the ball in the air.
I'm gonna run it back to the crib. Nice.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively
leave him open down there again.
Play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Kind of a dangerous throw there.
I don't like people like you either. Why you somebody ban him?
Quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout taken.
What's wrong with you, dog? Come in my chat talking about I don't like people like you.
If they hurry, we'll see.
Ain't nobody like you either. Your old mama didn't like you too. You in my chat. Boy, bye.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Yeah, ban that dude. Goofy boy. Come on, like people like you. I don't like you. Go off yourself. Bye.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Stupid bitch.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at
yeah, that's how we roll.
Following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's just
you didn't get the first down, goofy boy.
Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Don't do this, because you ain't going to get this.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
And that play going
run the ball on me again.
As he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Oh, you don't want to run, huh? You want to pass? All right, go ahead.
Stafford now to throw.
Rifles
one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Addison hauls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some room to work. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Looking to throw.
No, throw it to Jay Jettis, bro.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I didn't get much more balance than this.
You need to change your defense up, dude, if you're going to keep trying to play against me.
Look pretty good.
How about that?
He's running the same defense.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yeah, smash that like button. He gonna ban you. He might be kidding, but I ain't. I ban you for real. I don't care. I ban everybody.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Yo, I hit the throwaway button. What was that?
You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The LA offense ready to go.
Oh, he got
for
the
their
ball
next
way down
drive.
here. All right, he's going to have to run
Another important fourth quarter series coming
He gonna
up.
have to run
That
the ball.
last INT
Come on, boy.
helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it out of
No
there.
gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You ain't throwing
Gotta
it,
figure
that's
now,
for sure.
after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used,
You're going to have
they
to
come
run.
into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He
Oh, you
was
can
hit
pass.
just as he let that go.
What you going to do with it?
And now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Run the ball. 22. Run the ball.
Now it's
Don't run the ball
Stafford.
there. Give me that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive.
Play with me
because
and
that's
see
part
what
of their
happens.
makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That
He's really running
interception
goal line defense right now. Like,
almost
that's
cost
not
them
going to
6
stop me.
points. Now their defense.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Jones.
I'm getting out when I get home. They should have been a pick six.
And the Vikings strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
And I don't need no
A
big
very
pick six.
important extra point
I
there,
just scored
up and
a
good,
touchdown.
and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been
Give me a
tight
fumble.
game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Set to begin their
What are
next
y'all
drive,
doing in
the
my chat,
Rams
bro? What is
offense at
happening
the
right now?
line. The
What y'all
pressure is
doing?
on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half.
Throw another
offensively.
pick. That's all you
They
got.
need their best drive of the game right here. And he's brought down, getting this one
All
up to
right.
about the 35. It'll be a gain of
And he
10
only
to
needs a
start the
field
drive
goal.
out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback
like
who can
that.
keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Stafford.
You're going to throw a pick, though. That was a pick right there.
Incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Whoa!
Now Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right there, he
just
rose
needs
to
a
the
field
occasion
goal.
late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Stafford.
Whoa! Whoa! I caught so much pass interference.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Kyron Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Yo, I bumped that dude the
So
whole
minutes
way.
after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw
You gotta
game.
make this 2 points, bro.
Down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
On the
actually make
playground,
that.
absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side. Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long
Got
time.
it.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I scored. I ain't worried about him.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a
26.
solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of
Left him
downs.
open.
That's caught by Addison. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Running right, Jones.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Oh, yeah, we scored.
Here's 1st and 10.
He definitely scored.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Playing this
And that one
defense.
opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Completes it to the fullback, Ham.
Timeout. This game's got clock running. This ain't like college.
The clock will stop with just under 30
The
seconds
clock will
left to go.
run.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot.
Dummy.
That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 1st down.
How far are we? 13 yards. We get 6 and 6.
Back to
We should make
throw.
this.
Sliding out of the pocket.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit
not
to the
interested in no
defense. They
sacks.
were down on a flash.
I'll go
When he
to the
broke out of
scene.
there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
He's back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they
Man,
can go
bump
for
an
2
extra
and
point.
go for the
I'm
win.
going for
And
2.
now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make
This
things
is the
difficult.
game, though.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
Eluding, and it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now on the return,
Oh, he fumbled.
the ball is loose.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just
Absolutely.
scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their
I'm
side.
scoring again.
He's across for the late.
Quit. We make people quit out here. Mine's 1. 3 and 2. That's the best you could give me. That's alright. $500. Oh, these kids have no life.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG
Stadium in Houston.
And we are underway from Houston. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Yeah, we finna take this second win in a row. We finna dust this dude too.
Here we go.
Nobody worry about him. Got Houston. Like,
ground,
really?
This is Joe Mixon. He'll be hit down at the
5 out of that?
5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Mixon will try the right side.
How does he keep getting through these people?
The 45.
All this
Brandon,
juking and whatnot.
benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on
I'm
that
gonna knock
carry.
his brains
So
out
now,
in a
if you're a
minute.
play caller, you can do just about
Make
anything
me
you
mad.
want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Strong
Nice
safety,
job of
2 trap.
bodying
I've
him up
never called this one
defensively,
before.
and now it brings up third down.
This looks horrible. Let me tell you why. Nobody's covering the middle of the field. Call a new play.
Stroud looking to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Punt the ball, though, bro.
That's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Hey, punt the ball, dog. Man,
Here's Tommy Townsend.
that's why you
on to
punt the
punt.
ball. You smart.
And a fair catch signaled for and
Don't worry
taken
about it.
just
I'm about to
outside the
beat you.
20-yard line.
Ain't
It's
no
just a
good.
30-yard punt that time, no return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
This your second game.
Here's McCarthy.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now McCarthy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Oh,
Second and
Chad,
10.
this is the second game. That's his excuse. So then he lose. That's what that means.
Now the man
I
from
beat people in the first game, 50th game.
And the second
God
wave of
damn.
tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I beat people in the 50th game, 100th game, bro.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game.
Go Vikings for sure. It's getting all this weak stuff, bro.
This first quarter. We're scoreless
Like
after
whole
one.
ass bitch, bro.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets
I should play with the Lions.
He understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
I like the Vikings. I like McCarthy.
Scouting prior to the game.
Even though he came from Michigan, I hate Michigan, but I like the quarterback. McCarthy's been on his game.
And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
And if he wasn't right there, I was taking that to the crib.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An inside give to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy.
Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another intercepted.
You ain't going nowhere.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology?
I'm the
That's guy who
Vikings.
flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keep pressing it and pressing it.
I always play with the Vikings.
Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Sometimes the Lions.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I like San Francisco in this game too.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0
They got
ball
him too
game.
low, right?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Here's Stroud.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this one down and mix it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That should have been a hit.
For a receiver there, already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here we go.
Mixon running wide side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Oh, a good-looking return set.
I'm gonna get one of these kickback returns on you, though.
Field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come
Hello?
back and able to bring him to the ground.
I'm streaming on YouTube doing some ranked games on Madden if you're trying to play after this one.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
I don't know. It's the same as on here.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson.
I started like an hour ago. I didn't even know nobody was in this.
Just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
To the air with McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the former first rounder,
There we
Jimmy
go.
Ward.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put
What you
points on
playing
the
over there?
board
You on
so far,
NBA?
because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He was. I'm muted him though.
The 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They
You
just
can hear him?
engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy?
I think that's you hit,
We
Tracker.
often talk about whether they take a good
That's
first
you,
step
bro.
or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flushed out right. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Inside handoff to Nixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys have to run. The best runs from the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, but they've done that pretty successfully in this game. But it's not been the best.
Man, you had him open, though.
He definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
You're going to have to pump me that ball back.
Jihad Ward, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. Now inside 25.
Boy, you trash.
Vikings. Aaron Jones, 66 yards.
And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a crease here.
Oh, give me the fumble.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end
God.
of it. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And Stroud now to throw.
That's complete. It's Collins. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Damn, boy, you can get your ass whooped, boy.
Now Stroud.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Why Tony?
Stroud to throw it.
Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given them a lead here in the fourth quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You gonna burn them timeouts though?
The Texans
For what?
will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And that is too far.
Yo, pass interference, though.
Intended target incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
What you gonna do, bro? You got 1:12.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Connected.
Oh, he didn't drop that?
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Oh, man, you got that, man. Timeouts, bro.
Stroud.
Nope.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game.
For your second game, though, you're not bad. I mean, you missed them 2 field goals. You could have actually won.
Because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective
I don't even know what Madden was like 10 years ago. I used to
break.
start playing to 21.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Everybody keeps talking about the
McCarthy
2K.
operating
The
from the
2K5
gun.
was the best. Wow.
That is intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
He ain't gonna do nothing with it.
Is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself
only
a
got
little
16
bit, wondering
seconds.
what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie,
Whoa!
that's a
Oh,
great
he
sign
dropped
of
it.
maturity. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long,
and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They
I
want to
thought
keep
you
making
had
it
it,
miserable
though.
for the receivers all the way to the end.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
You gonna kick it or you gonna what you gonna do, bro?
Remaining timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Under.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Hey, that was a good play, though, with 1 second.
Catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because
you know the
situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field.
I'm just so mad if
and
you
not
make
letting them
this.
throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Yo, what's up, it's Joshua? I seen your message, bro. Yeah, we can play sometime. I'm down to play. Just let me know.
BJ funny. BJ do not look like what his picture makes him look like. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Man, BJ white. I don't care what nobody says. BJ Caucasian man.
We got that big old hat on, so you can't really tell.
Man, light skin. I went on his page.
He got like a he got a TikTok or something, BJ?
Yeah.
Does he post on there? Does he post on there?
Yeah, he do.
What's his name? Is it the same account he's being LB stream on?
Possibly. I honestly don't know. Look it up.
We said BJ White. Yeah.
Yeah, BJ couldn't. Like the black delegation would be like, no. Yo,
I'm about to give me a camera so I can start turning the camera on for the stream. You want 4 minute quarters or 5? I might you. You want 4 minutes or 5 minutes? Yeah. Henson, ain't it? Like Brian Henson or something? Alright, bro. I'll be here. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream Madden for. I've been streaming for like an hour and a half already. That was a quick hour and a half. I'll probably start another stream up like 6. Probably do something else. I plan on streaming all night, so just whenever you get on, bro, I'll be here. I ain't going nowhere. DJ said he light skinned, but from his profile picture, he don't look light skinned though. Let me see if I can find you. You ever gonna get online so I can invite you? No. You want 4 minutes or 5? Quarter length. What the hell?
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Oh, I don't know. You may want to get Chicago. You ready to get Baltimore though? Yeah, whatever. I ain't worried about you.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a nice return.
He is not that good at this game.
Knock him down hard at the end.
Hold on, I want to make sure. Yeah, see, they be screwing my quarterback. I can't play with Sam Darnold. He's trash.
Sam is the truth, dog.
McCarthy, dog. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy?
Yeah.
Hell no.
That's why I like the Vikings. I could play with McCarthy. Why would I get the Raiders? McCarthy is going to be a top quarterback next year. Chill out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. On play action, now McCarthy.
See, look at that. Dot.
Caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
None. If I throw any, it's going to be one.
Here's McCarthy.
How many you going to throw?
To the right, held in by Addison.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an
Welcome
offense
back,
calls
Rachel.
staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now McCarthy.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's
Boy,
reach.
you be chasing me around.
Not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way.
Good D, good D, good D.
The Vikings unable to convert.
What you want to do, though? Run the ball with, what you want to run the ball with Derrick Henry
turnover
again?
on downs on the very first drive of the
That's your
afternoon.
plan? Because it ain't going to work.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You be playing, like, what are you doing? You see how I was standing there?
What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the
That's
result.
Cashman, dog. All he do is take it for the bank.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Raven offense set
Don't throw
the
the ball,
line for
bro.
this next
Every time you
drive.
throw it, it's going to be a pick.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick
Who
six
is that?
and you come
They
right back
Flowers?
out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines
Big
waiting
man,
for
this
it for
is
very
big man.
long. You're not
He ain't
hearing
that
everybody
good.
say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All
Oh,
that
you
stuff
running the
just
ball
goes
though,
right
ain't
out the
no repeat.
window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32
Ooh,
yard
Henry.
line. They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, get the pick.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
That's supposed to like help you do something.
It's Rashad Bateman. And this is going to turn into another first
distracted.
down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
All right, it sounds good.
He dumps it off for Henry. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Now it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And Jackson throwing once more. Buying time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now it's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
The polite one, but you ain't polite. I didn't know my mic was good on the stream. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being here, creeping over here, talking
so
it
Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try.
If he don't, I'm gonna beat you next time you get on me, just for that.
Attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra.
We don't need you to come back.
Anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put
They
out
don't need
the
you to
fire.
check on them.
In 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
I'm trying to mute 2 mics at the same time with sound cough, and it ain't working too well.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this.
What y'all want to see
underway.
later for some streams?
So now, Charles, this drive
y'all want Minecraft, Fortnite, Rainbow Six?
Of that interception they had
What you want about?
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have
my
games
ears in
where
the
it
chat.
just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions
GTA 5.
result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The give is to Jones, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Pass complete to Addison.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, that held up there.
Man, why you blitzing so
but
much,
it falls innocently and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
McCarthy going to throw again.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Now, you know I can't stream no LSPDFR.
They failed once in this spot earlier,
No,
but the
I ain't got
offense
no
will stay
GTA
out
5
to
on the
go
computer.
for it on 4th down.
Going for it, here's McCarthy.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on
One day,
first and
Rage,
10.
I'll stream LSPDFR. No, I got you.
To throw is Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Second down and a yard.
Hey, boy, you might as well take your 3 points. That's all you're going to get.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Finds his man over the middle. It's likely.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
No.
As the clock will
You gonna
stop
get 3.
with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
No, you're going to get 3. Come on. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't throw no picks.
Flushed out. And he is into the end zone for
All you do is run the ball with Lamar
touchdown.
Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before
Which one you gonna run it again?
halftime. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Yeah, you passed. Man, what do you mean?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
You know I'm going to score in 12 seconds on you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All you doing is blitzing.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see
That's
what
some
they
real
have planned for
defense.
2nd and 23.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Forced out to his left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Yeah, I can do that, Rachel.
You want to start over?
Do I want to start over, he said. Do I look like I want to start over? No, I don't want to start over. I'm going to come back second half. Chill out.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Escaping the pressure right.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's going to look downfield for Henry.
Told you not to do it.
Early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon.
You was over the line.
He will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime.
He was like 5 yards
2
over.
still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, it is.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And a terrific return.
I
as he
told
takes
you I
this
was
thing
going to
all
come
the way
back.
down
You
to
played
the
too much.
20-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play
I don't
and
care.
already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got
You
a
just
new
put the ball
script
back
going
in
for the second
McCarthy's
half,
hand.
not
That's
just the one that he
dangerous.
operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Man, I ain't got nothing to say,
Rookie
boy.
was trying to push it downfield, but
Okay,
the safety
all
did
right,
it.
And he'll learn that you have
That's
to hold
who?
the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your
Oh,
shoulders.
what about him?
Hold the safety
He a
so
rookie.
that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his
Calm
guy was
down.
open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry.
And then he don't fumble the ball off and
But
all.
then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
What you got to say, Stringer?
Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, and I saw
You
the
gonna do
pressure
like
coming
5
out,
picks.
That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
What up?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete.
This game is-
right there in the middle, third
This
of the
game is
field.
close.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's close. What?
It's close.
Give to Jones.
You up 11 points, though. That's a
And
close
they go
game.
backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This offense in desperate need
still
of conversion
close.
as they come up on 3rd down. And that's
He
gonna be
dropped that?
incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is
That
getting
dude's a bum.
frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of
Stringer cheating,
opportunities to
though.
get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now I'm going for
They'll
this.
try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh yeah, put your ass to sleep now, man. Stop running your fucking mouth.
Throwing is Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given.
Man, anybody quit running their mouth? I'm still here.
To get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Glad to have
What are
you
you
with us
talking
from
about?
Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here,
You sound
2nd
dumb.
and 10.
You're going to lose this game. You're going to look stupid.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot.
You got no off.
Release as this
And you
will
ain't
be
got no off
incomplete.
then.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
third down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush.
Punt the ball, Stringer.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And my goodness,
now you won't pick Central today. I'm taking that back.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback?
Maybe don't put the ball back in McCarthy's hand, like I said earlier. That's dangerous.
Stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent, but a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you
Chat, he don't listen, bro.
Game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here
told
we
him not to put the ball back in McCarthy's hand.
Action. Now McCarthy. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
If I don't score, though, I'm taking.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jordan Addison.
Oh, Stringer, you in trouble now, bro.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
You gonna throw another pick? You threw like 8 picks this game.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
I don't know what he got going on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry pushing through the contact. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Again, it's Henry. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
He ain't even got 50. What are you talking about?
3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Henry running right.
Down the sideline he goes.
How many think I got
How
now?
about this?
Huh? How many
He's
think
to
I got
the 10.
now,
All the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 84 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
John Harbaugh thought about
What are you
it. Now
talking
these guys
about?
are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
How many picks you got? That's your 9th pick. You should.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Man, McCarthy is bad, bro. He's trash.
Back in the first half connecting with his receivers really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now McCarthy. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stick him with a pass. Here's McCarthy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
come on, man.
And knocked it free. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Eluding the pressure right.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And his throw here is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him.
And you had no chance of picking that up.
Come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Now it's Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to
You know what? I will.
make it hurt bad, bro.
You think I'd quit?
I know you don't care. Oh, shit. Oh, my stomach.
Man, I'll be back later. Alright, stream. Yeah, I'm gonna end this stream. We've been streaming for 2 hours. It's 5:22. I'll be back at 6:15. We're gonna take a 15-minute break-ish. Go get some food. And I will be back. And we will be streaming the rest of the night after that. So I'll be back in like 50 minutes. Y'all have a good evening to then.